right, we're at the Playmates booth, and we're going to be checking out a little bit of details on the inside, so just keep your eyes peeled there for what we're allowed to show. But we'll also be talking with one of their senior reps and ask some of your burning questions.
Okay, so the sound was really bad in our interview here with Playmates. We're in the Playmates booth here. You could see a quick tease there, some upcoming classic figures, Ray Fillet, April, Rat King, and Mondo Gecko in the classic line. Basically, I'm just going to dub over this so you can hear what's being asked. I'm queuing up the segment here, and this is Pat Linden. He's the Vice President of Marketing, and he manages the Turtle line. And we're going to have a little back and forth. We're going to talk about what's going on, the questions you've asked us in terms of Playmates and what they're doing. So right here, I said, we love the classic line. You're revitalizing our childhood. So I'm asking him about vehicles. Where are we in getting more vehicles in the classic line, particularly something like the Technodrome in the works? And what is the plan overall for the coming year? Pat said they're considering these same questions, and the vehicles are in the future. They're still finalizing where they're going to end up in terms of what retailer will be carrying it. Vehicles will probably be exclusives at individual retailers, so we can expect classic vehicles entering the line at some point. It's just not decided at this point. So I said, so another thing that we are missing is something I missed personally was Krang Android Body and other deluxe size characters like Killer Bee and Needlenose. When could we get something like that as well? So here, Pat is going to ask me to clarify what I meant as deluxe, 6 inches, and what I said is just basically anything bigger in the standard size figures. And again, like Killer Bee or Needlenose or Krang Android Body, for example. So Pat is saying basically they are considering, or Playmates is currently in discussions with retailers on that as well. And if retailers are on board, it will likely be an exclusive at some specific retailer. So now I'm saying, what are the plans for the future waves of the classic figures? How many can we expect in 2024? Like we got just two, maybe 3 waves this year if Racking them all comes out. He said in the classic line, the new figures will be introduced throughout the year in 2024, and we'll see where it goes after that. And now I'm asking, is this the same with the Mutant Mayhem line? I know you showed off figures from the new animation line based on the film, but what about the movie after Wave 2? And I'll show you guys a photo of Wave 2 in just a moment. So Pat is saying with the movie, we'll continue that line to at least fall of 2024, and we'll continue with the animation line. But it will be sales dependent, meaning we could continue to offer new figures from the film. Playmates has a number of new figures from the Mutant Mayhem movie that are planned based on the new movie as well, but they have not been yet revealed. So I said, I love the giant line. Are we going to get Bebop and Rocksteady, or is this a limited line and just kind of an introductory sort of set? And I talked for a while, I guess. Here, Pat says it's in discussion with retailers on where it will end up. It's been discussed, but we can't confirm whether or not it's going to happen yet. But Bebop and Rocksteady have been discussed at the corporate level, so that's something that's being considered by Playmates. So what is the time frame on Mutating Mikey and Donnie? We've seen some indications that these are coming. You got them out there in the case. When are we going to see these at retailers? Pat basically said I have to get back to you on that one. I'm not really sure what the release timeframes are. And I'm emphasizing that we've had trouble tracking them down. Everyone wants to finish out the line. We're really happy the line continues. There are many more in the Mutant line. It's a lot of fun. Are we going to be getting more characters? Pat says, I'm sure we're doing all 4 turtles, and we're going to be getting to some ancillary characters as well. Nothing planned at this point. So I said, on product availability, it's been hard to find these figures in stores and online. What is Playmates doing in 2024 and beyond to bring product to people? Pat says, we ship to big box stores on a daily basis and are manufacturing regularly. We shouldn't be short on product in 2024 and beyond. What about a fan poll? Would Playmates be up for that? Selecting the next wave of classic characters or individual characters. How can fans get preferences to Playmates on what kind of characters they want to see next in the line, or vehicles, or any kind of special releases, etc.? What can they do to convey this to you? Pat says Playmates regularly is reading what is happening online with the social posts. They follow a number of collector sites on Facebook. Basically, just post your ideas and we will find them. So this is a reminder that Playmates is watching and is listening to you. So now I'm just asking him, what are you most excited about in the next year? Pat says the whole brand has me excited. You have the 40th anniversary of the comic book next year, a number of shorts on Paramount, and the animated TV series in the spring of 24 as well. And those products will roll out in the fall of 2024. Unfortunately, we can't show you those products. They're in this booth. They're awesome, I promise you. We can't show them here. Hopefully they'll have some promotional images. They're just waiting for Paramount to check those off. Now I'm asking him, do you have a favorite figure in the classic line? And Pat's answer is, I always tend to like the more classic, core characters, because we get the most value out of those, and these are the core characters, the turtles. And I commented that's a very vice president answer, essentially. And basically he wanted to, after this, he just thanks the fan base for continuing to support the line, and everyone for helping bring turtles back. You know, it's as much fan dependent as it is manufacturer dependent. Here's a quick image of that second wave of the Mutant Mayhem figures. You may have seen some of this pop up online. And right here is a new reveal. This is going to be the Rocksteady motorcycle. So I hope you enjoy that as well. And that takes us to the end of our segment.